All right, so we got the list here, but first let me show you this. This is what YouTube sends out on a monthly basis. And what I wanted to show you is how I have the goal of doing over 100 pieces of content, and I wasn't even the #1 content. I wasn't the main one, but hey, goes to show you, like, it's just unpredictable. So even though you can control the output, you can't control the outcome. So let's get into it. The best thing you can do on YouTube is be consistent. And what I put up here is don't be a church at CEO. I meant to say at church CEO, which is Christian, Easter, and only goer. So with your content, you want to schedule them out. They should be scheduled out. Like, you can schedule out your videos out, which the best practice I've seen is 2 to 24 hours in advance. But I've also posted videos in an hour in advance and then done better than the ones I've had scheduled out. But don't be a every once in a while YouTuber or poster. Now, YouTube is not going to like that. They're not going to promote that as much as even your existing content, but you won't even get the benefit from it because you're missing out on a lot of great transformational experiences of you being a better producer of content. The next thing I'm going to tell you is you want to do both formats. Now, I say shorts are trials and videos are commitments. And what I mean by that are that shorts is kind of like the appetizer to your channel of the content you're putting out. So if you're super niche, this is really good because people will say, I want more, I want more. But if you're all over the place, right, they're like, well, I still want to watch some of these shorts before I commit to, say, a longer video. Now, shorts and videos are obviously different in case you don't know, but obviously, no, there's no obviously. Shorts are like when you see on Portrait. They're usually typically when folks are using their phone, and videos are long, which is more than 3 minutes. Anything under 3 minutes, and it doesn't matter. Sometimes, like I have said, like if it's landscape, it's going to be a video. Sometimes there are shorts that are landscape and not just portrait. So when it comes to shorts, here's what's key. YouTube sends new viewers to your channel through the shorts, which is, you know, if you put out a lot of videos, like I have put out a lot of podcasts, I thought they were going to send me a lot of people, and they don't. They don't send you as many people unless you have shorts. Now, your video could be pretty phenomenal, which is a whole nother topic. But what I want to get to is the videos is for someone that has already seen your video, and more than likely for your existing subscribers. And that's the goal of why folks are doing videos. It's easier to convert them to a subscriber. Now, that is kind of current, say, trend, but who's to say what it's going to be like in 3-6 months from now? But what I've learned throughout the last year is both formats work really well, because what I want to get to is number 3. You're solving a need. You can't make this about you. If you're making it about you, then you're not going to have good views. You're not going to have watch time. And honestly, I don't believe you're going to have fun. So what has worked for me is in the solving a need, I have done it to where I'm realizing YouTube wants to keep people on their platform as well. Go figure. So, right? So look, you got to have fun with this. And so if you're not having fun with this as you are solving a need, you're not going to enjoy it, which is not going to allow you to be successful, which you probably won't try different formats, which leads me to the bonus. And this is where I feel is super important. This is where you should try doing lives, trending audio, and create your videos in a playlist. And the reason why is you want to identify your learning curve, because what's going to happen is you're going to find things that are going to be really fun, and things that you're like, man, I don't even know why I'm doing this. This right here, I say, look, it's going to create results. Look, this is about getting engagement. It is so much more fun when people are engaging and creating comments and you're engaging back with them. When I started to loosen up and have fun, I started to get more engagement. And that was through starting with my lives. And then I was like, let me stop being so like stoic and straight laced and say, this is gonna be that. And I started to have fun with my content. That allowed me to be more consistent. I did both formats. One of my people I get, and it's really other business owners, they're like, Nathan, I love your Can I Pick Your Brain? If you don't know about that, make sure you check it out. But I'm solving a need because us business owners, we get asked, can you help me with this? And people don't want to hire us. They just want to pick our brain without having to pay the bill. And that's fine if you're just truly asking a question, but people would like take you out to coffee and lunch. And that format was real short, succinct, and made people laugh. And someone said like, I didn't even know you could act. Well, I'm not saying I could act, but this is the part where like I haven't been consistent with it. And it's a request from the people that really like my page, AKA my subscribers. So I just wanted to tell you that if you haven't already like taken a step back and look at your channel, look at all your data to say like, why are things not growing? The other part too is you got to be patient. Like don't sleep on things that you haven't tried. It's a learning curve. Don't think you're gonna have immediate results. When you start scheduling these stuff out and like from being consistent, trying different formats, as you're solving a need, you're gonna find what works and what doesn't work. So with that, I do hope that helps. I would love to hear your comments and your feedback. I would love to see if you are a fellow YouTuber, what has worked for you, because at the end of the day, we're all learning from each other. And that's what I love about YouTube. It's been the transformation, and I called it out, and in the Make It Real, I called it out in one of my podcasts of how I'm learning how video changes the way I even look at myself. It changes the way that I have thought about producing videos. It's changed my business model, the way I parent, the way I want to work out, how I want to live, like where I want to live, and how I want to spend my free time. YouTube has allowed me, just even with this free tool, me posting it up, I'm just being consistent with it, and I'm finding that there's so many benefits from it because I'm making it about me, as in having fun with it, because I'm putting out content to help somebody. So this is where when you start putting out content to help people get from point A to point B, man, it's a great experience. And I love the comments. So thank you for all that have commented. Thank you for all who have engaged and subscribed and liked and shared it. I can't thank you enough because you have been a complete blessing to me. And so I wish y'all nothing but the best. If you haven't already, hey, make sure you check out this video. I think it's kind of like one of my faves. But hey, if not, it's all good too. I think I did pretty good. What do you think?